Imagine waking up one day and realizing your body is no longer the same one you had in your 20s. The energy, the skin, the hormones, the way you recover everything is shifting. And instead of fighting it, what if you could work with it? What if you had a clear, intelligent roadmap for every decade of your life? One that actually respects your body instead of chasing trends? Welcome to the Well-Being Way, a place where we implement the ancient wisdom of healthy life into a modern lifestyle. This is not another generic women's health video full of the same recycled advice. This is a complete decade-by-decade guide from your 20s all the way through your 50s and beyond that shows you exactly how your body changes and what you can do to feel strong, radiant, and balanced at every stage. And most importantly, I'm not just going to tell you what to do. I'm going to show you the exact premium, small batch, third-party tested products I personally recommend for each decade, chosen according to extremely strict criteria. Organic or wild-crafted ingredients, clean manufacturing processes, no fillers, no greenwashing, and real results backed by science and real women. If you're tired of wasting money on supplements that do nothing, stay with me. This might be the most valuable 10 minutes you'll spend on your health this year.
In your 20s, building the foundation. Let's start with your 20s, the decade when your body is still incredibly resilient, but the habits you build now will literally pay dividends for the next 40 years. This is the time to focus on establishing a stable cycle and strong stress response, building muscle, it's never easier than now, creating consistent sleep and nutrition foundations. The supplements I recommend here are chosen to support muscle building, hormone balance, and long-term resilience, not to hack anything, but to give your body the raw materials it needs. Top picks for your 20s. High-quality whey or plant-based protein micellar casein for overnight recovery. Micronized creatine for strength and cognitive function. Omega-3 algae or high-potency fish oil for inflammation control and skin health. Magnesium glycinate for deep sleep and stress regulation. Vitamin D, 3 plus K2 for bone density and hormonal support. These aren't random Amazon bestsellers. Every single one is from brands that prioritize purity and transparency. 30S, balance, skin, and real-life stress. Welcome to your 30s, the decade when many women say, I'm doing the same things I always did. Why doesn't my body respond the same? Cortisol rise. Collagen starts declining. Life gets fuller. Now we shift from building to protecting and balancing. Key focus: stress regulation, skin and collagen preservation, stable blood sugar and metabolism. My top recommendations for your 30s include bone broth protein and grass-fed whey isolate for collagen and gut health. Krill oil or high-potency omega-3 for brain fog and inflammation. Triple magnesium complex for better sleep and muscle relaxation. Collagen peptides, multi-type, for skin elasticity and joint support. Targeted herbal metabolic support, like berberine when needed. These products were chosen because they actually address the root causes women face in their 30s, not just symptoms. 40s, navigating perimenopause with strength. Now we enter the 40s, the decade that used to be called the beginning of the end. I call it the decade of recalibration. Estrogen and progesterone start fluctuating. Bone density becomes a real conversation. Sleep can become fragile. But here's the truth. This can be one of the strongest, most empowered decades of your life if you prepare properly. Focus areas: protecting bone density, supporting muscle mass, managing perimenopause symptoms naturally carefully, selected supplements for your 40s, higher dose protein, whey isolate plus bone broth, vitamin D, 3 plus K2 with magnesium for bone health, omega-3 for heart and brain protection, multi-collagen peptides for skin and joints, targeted herbal blends including evening primrose and adaptogens, used wisely. Every product here was chosen because it has clinical backing for perimenopausal women and comes from brands that refuse to cut corners. 50 plus menopause, bones and cognitive clarity, and then we reach our 50s and beyond, the decade where the focus shifts to longevity, bone strength, heart health, and keeping your mind sharp. This is no longer about anti-aging. This is about aging powerfully. Priorities: Preserving lean muscle, protein becomes non-negotiable. Bone density support, cognitive and mood support, deep, restorative sleep. The supplements I stand behind for women 50 plus include multiple high-quality protein sources, whey, bone broth, plant blends, advanced vitamin D, 3 plus K, 2 formulas, magnesium L-threonate for brain and sleep, multi-strain probiotics for gut-brain access, bone support, blends with boron and strontium when appropriate, premium, collagen, and targeted menopause support formulas. These are not trendy products. These are the ones real women in their 50s and 60s are using with visible, measurable results. So whether you're 27, 34, 43, or 56, your body is changing, and that's not something to fear, it's something to understand and work with. I've put together the complete decade-by-decade guide with every recommendation, every explanation, and every product link in the blog post linked in the description below. This is the resource I wish existed when I was navigating these changes myself. If this video resonated with you, do 2 things for me. Comment below and tell me which decade you're in right now. I read every single comment. Click the link in the description and read the full guide. It's completely free and contains every single product, recommendation with direct links. And if you want more honest, high-quality women's health content that actually respects your intelligence, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. You're not getting older, you're getting wiser, and now you have the tools to make every decade your strongest one yet. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.